All right, we have a win. Back, I'm gonna push that up. Sheesh. Release the Kraken seat. All right, sneak peek of our cool swivel seat. Let's check this guy out. Yes. All right, second try. I flipped it up the correct way. Now I gotta push the metal thing down and, oh, it actually swivels a little easier too, I think. Maybe. No! Hey everybody, welcome back to our build. Today we're going to go over putting in a swivel seat. And what that does is it really helps to open up your tiny home with giving you an extra place to sit for yourself or for your visitors, your family and friends, and it gives you another place for storage. It's just awesome and I highly recommend, and it's an easy install. So let's do that now. All right, we have a win. Yay for the impact driver. Yay for figuring stuff out. You gotta be smarter than the thing. So there's always stuff that gets in the way. It's never straightforward. At least it hasn't been my experience yet. So, you know, you just gotta know that. Take a deep breath and just figure it out and know that you thought it was gonna take you a day. It might take 3, but it's okay. It's part of the process. So I took that off, worked great. I was able then to get in with my small impact driver, take that screw out. So now I'm just gonna go on the other side of the seat and do the exact same thing. All right, I got that last screw out. So just to show you on this side, when I unscrewed that side piece, it's got this lumbar support roll and it wouldn't really go out, but I could just pull it up out of the way and it was the same thing. So when I tried to put this in here, it was still a little bit of an angle, but I just kind of pushed in on the seat and it was still able to work. So now I'm just gonna put those screws back in there so I don't lose them, and we'll move on to the next part. All right, well that was almost fun, but there's a couple steps that we're missing. So there's a jack under here, under the seat, and it gives you instructions over here, which is real easy to undo. There's a little button here and you turn it counterclockwise, it undoes it, and then you can slide this whole guy out of here. And I think you can push it either way, the front or the back. Oh, well, I guess forward. Very dusty like everything in here. All right, so that's the jack, I believe. So we're gonna take that out. So under the seat, you see these brightly colored clips, which is really nice that they're bright. And this is why we cut off the power to the van, because we have to deal with some electricity. So on top of this orange one, it's got this little cone thing and it's stuck up through a hole. I guess I keep that there. On this orange one here, on the back, there's a little purple lever. And that purple lever, you're gonna pull it up with your thumb all the way up to the top. It's gonna release it, and then you gotta pull pretty hard. Get this thing to let go, but then it does. Okay, so that's releasing one of them. Let's try the, I ended up having to take the cones out of there, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It's just kind of finagling around a little bit. Okay, so this one's got the same thing. It's got that purple lever on the back. I'm going to push that up. Sheesh. All right, that's 2. 1, 2, and this must be the third one. So there was a zip tie holding all of these wires together. So I just cut it off, but I made sure before I did that to go underneath and take pictures of everything, because I'm gonna have to put it back and I probably won't remember how they looked before. So now gotta make sure that everything that's attached to the seat is detached here. So that clip is off. This clip. Oh, we got another zip tie down here, so I'm gonna have to cut that one off. That'll be attached to this yellow clip, and then I still haven't quite figured out, let's see. Let me detach that one and see if everything comes off. All right, cool. So turns out I only had to detach those 2, the yellow and the orange ones, because those are the wires that are in the seat. Just moving everything out of the way. And then this one, so that orange one's gonna stay here. This is the only other thing that's still attached. And it's this dang thing. Okay, yep, so I was able to just take both hands and pop that right off. It was just a little release thing underneath. Push that in and pulled it out. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna leave that right there. And now all of my wires are released. Release the Kraken seat. All right, guys, we ready? Oh, yeah. Yes! Woohoo! Seat is out. Please always use good body mechanics when doing this. All right, sneak peek of our cool swivel seat. So let's check this guy out. Ooh, that's gonna be awesome. We've got some basic tools. That's the swivel guy. We've got some instructions, and it looks super straightforward, so let's hope that it is. I'm excited. All right, I figured out what went wrong. I had the thing upside down, so that's why it wouldn't move very far. So now it's correct. The bolt heads are actually up so you can see them. And this is gonna be so that I have to push it down to turn it instead of pulling it up to turn it. And that's just what works for the Promaster. So this black label is also up where you can see it. So those are all things you're looking for. All right, so now I'm just screwing it back in. And it's gonna be ready now to put the seat back on, and then we'll give it a shot, make sure it works. All right, second try. I flipped it up the correct way. Now I gotta push the metal thing down, and oh, it actually swivels a little easier too, I think. Maybe. No!
Push the seat up.
Oh, I gotta push the seat up. Ah, it's always something. Okay, seat's too far back, it's hitting this. All right, slide up the seat a little bit. Push this down, just way below it. And yes! Yes! Oh, now I can have a spot. Bring me my wine, sir. And I can see my whole home from here. This is lovely. Oh, thank you. Just need a glass, my imaginary glass. Cheers.